But we begin with the latest on Labrador City. People there under an evacuation order as the town is threatened by a nearby out-of-control wildfire. Residents have been advised to go east for safety. And the CBC's Albert Delatala is tracking this story for us. Albert, there was just an update from the Newfoundland and Labrador Premier. What more did we learn?
Yeah, Linda, and the Premier had some good news. He said that winds are down today, but also they continue to blow in the northwestern direction, so that is less good news. And those conditions also could change very quickly. And also the fire has grown. You can see there it's one of the 11 fires known to be burning in the province. And you can see right there is that's the fire of concern. And it's now believed to be 100 square kilometers in size. That's 16 times bigger than it was as of the last update. And also it's now burning about 6 kilometers away from Labrador City. So much closer than before, and 2 kilometers away from the Walsh cabin area. So much closer to structures there. Here's more from the Premier on the plan of attack today.
The plan for today is to continue to mitigate the eastern front of the fire with 3 bombers from the island portion attacking from Newfoundland, attacking the eastern edge. There will hopefully be water bombers joining from Quebec that will be splitting the fire in half, if you will. One group attacking it from the Quebec-Fermont side and another attacking from the other side.
Meanwhile, almost everyone has been evacuated from Labrador City. So a positive announcement there. That's more than 9,600 people. So really a massive effort. Most of those people making their way to Happy Valley, Goose Bay. Here's one evacuee who talked about her experience.
I thought it would be more pandemonium than what it was. I mean, there's long lineups at the gas station, but to be fair, everybody was just in orderly fashion. Neighbors were popping over, checking in, making sure, and just passing on information and stuff like that. So it was just everybody just trying to take care of each other. There wasn't any of this I got to get out first or run. It was just very much okay, and we're all waiting in line and we're just trying to get where we're going. And, it seemed to run very smoothly.
So I mentioned almost everyone has made their way out, but not everyone, though. 120 people, about that many, the Premier says, remain behind, most of them essential workers, but some residents as well. And he says that those residents, they are being encouraged to make their way out for their safety.
And Albert, lots of questions at that press conference about the situation in neighbouring Wabush. People under an evacuation alert there, of course, want to know what the situation looks like for them. What did we learn about that? Yeah,
so that alert's still in place. The residents there, they're asked to remain vigilant, to be ready to move on a moment's notice. There is some concern coming both from the Premier and also from the Mayor about gas and people rushing to fill up their cars as people in neighbouring Labrador City were evacuating. They're asking people to hold off, don't fill up now, and don't fill up until an evacuation order comes, if it does. And the Premier does say that there are efforts to secure more supply there. And he's asking people to remain diligent, to remain ready, and to continue to follow public guidance as this fire moves and as the story develops.
Thanks for this, Albert. That's the CBC's Albert Delatala following this developing story for us today. We want to learn more about how nearby towns are welcoming Labrador City residents, so we're joined now by Russ Austin. He's the pastor of Bethel Pentecostal Tabernacle in Happy Valley, Goose Bay, Newfoundland and Labrador. Pastor Russ, thank you so much for taking the time out of your very busy day to join us.
No problem. My privilege.
Can you just paint a picture for us of the situation both in Happy Valley, Goose Bay right now, but also within the church and the services you're providing there?
Yeah, so it's been an unpredictable evening and overnight, to say the least. We've had people come and stay here at our church, just people looking for a place to stay. We've had food and snacks and soup and sandwiches and eggs and toast and cereal. And our volunteers here have been incredible. The town's systems that they have in place are just absolutely incredible, and we're all working together here to ensure the people of Labrador City have a safe place to come during this troubling time that they are facing.
How many evacuees are you caring for right now?
It's fluent. We've had about 25 or 30 maybe right now that have checked in and out. Here, some coming, grabbing a nap, some coming and grabbing some food. We have other toiletry supplies here that we've made available to people that are coming and grabbing those that have forgotten to pack certain things. And so whatever the need is, we're just trying to meet it and make life a little more comfortable for those people from Labrador City.
And we know that those folks had a very long drive and a pretty sudden evacuation alert there as well. What is the mood of the people? What are they telling you about how they're coping?
Yeah, throughout the night, probably around 2:30, 3 a.m. is when we received our first people here. I could sense they were, just shocked, like, what is happening? Like, everything happened so fast, and they just had to pack up their things. But they've been incredibly grateful toward us and the things that we are providing. We haven't had one issue with anybody. They've been also kind and polite. And so, we're just trying to provide these little things that we can provide to help lighten their mood and to help this process run a little more smoothly for them. So the mood overall has been really, really positive despite what's happening in their town.
And I want to pick up on something you said earlier, just about the processes and what's in place there in Happy Valley Goose Bay for the folks that are arriving even within the larger community. I understand you're in touch with Happy Valley Goose Bay Mayor George Andrews. What are you hearing from him about how they're managing to deal with such a large influx of people moving into the community?
Yeah, and again, just a month ago, I guess, we had to do this for Churchill Falls.
Right.
And so even that night, I know it was a lot smaller scale, but everything ran so smoothly. Obviously, they have had systems in place, people in place. They have had protocol that they've been following, with the churches telling us, to wait for their instructions. They didn't want everybody, providing the one thing or the one meal. They really strategically put some thought into this and how to best, I guess, serve these people. Mayor Andrews joked today, you're going to be sick of me calling you. And he's been a constant contact. You got to understand as well, like 9,600 people, there's a lot of different people from a lot of different walks of life. Some people that have mobility issues that we've been caring for here at Bethel. Some people that were unable to get to a center because of different life situations that they are encountering. So we've delivered meals to these people. And Mayor Andrews and his team are to be commended. I cannot say enough about them and how well they have orchestrated all of these plans and process, and just an incredible job. And the churches have just come alongside and said to those people, hey, we're here to serve. Wherever you want to plug us in, and we'll do our part.
Well, we know that the hospitality of those out in Newfoundland and Labrador is legendary, to say the least, and certainly you're living up to that reputation as well. I know it's been a tough summer for the folks who've had to leave their homes, but certainly as well for the folks out there in Happy Valley Goose Bay as well. We really appreciate you taking the time and for all your work.
Absolutely. It's our honor and privilege to be able to help people in this time of need. And we just wish everybody the best. And we're believing for better days ahead.
That's Pastor Russ Austin from the Bethel Pentecostal Tabernacle in Happy Valley Goose Bay.